G'day folks, I just pulled up at the Isaac River in Queensland, Australia. Just come out for a day trip. I'm going to go for a stroll up the river and just have a look at a few things. Come along and take a look yourself if you want.
Tide is slow across the ocean, leaving just a memory, a snapshot in the family album. Oh, Daddy, what else did you leave for me?
Yeah, it's an interesting river, not very big where I am. I'm up at the top end, just upstream up there. You wouldn't go much further and it's where it starts, but it turns into quite a river as it travels through this part of Queensland, and it joins up with a few other major rivers, and it's actually part of the biggest river system in Queensland, Australia. It's interesting, I like it. There's a lot of petrified wood and shale with leaf fossils in it. But today I'm just going to go for a walk a little bit further than I've ever been and just have a look at what's further downstream from this point. Yeah, you don't have to look very far to find the petrified wood and fossils. All you have to do is pause, look around. There's one, tiny one, plant fossil. Petrified wood. But as I say, today we're going to go a bit further, so I better make some miles and start walking. A couple hundred meters down the river and we're coming into more petrified wood. Pieces here and there. And this shale, if you split these shale pieces, you reveal plant fossils. Petrified wood. The riverbed is patches of rock and then patches of coarse sand. Easier to walk on the rock. Wood. This is interesting, comes to a sort of a fork. This one seems to be the deepest main channel, and the cattle trail's usually the best thing to follow. They know the easiest way to walk, so I trust in them. Well folks, had a major mishap. Probably the worst thing that can happen. My boots I'm wearing that I hadn't worn since I retired two and a bit years ago. First time I've worn them again. Should have checked them more thoroughly. Have let go on me. I gave them a quick inspection, but couldn't have looked too good. So, this is what happens. Equipment failure. Looks like it's as far as I'm going to get. Going up the Isaac River. My intention was to go to the mountains, which probably 3 or 4 kilometres that way, into a gorge and have a look around, but it's not to be. So we'll head home. Well, head back to the car, put the other shoes on and try a different site. I have great faith in these cattle tracks for taking shortcuts where the river takes a big bend. They don't seem to wander too far from the water. Try not to get lost. Boots are still holding out, just the other one's let go now. That one's got about 1 kilometre left in it. I can hear the traffic on the highway, so I must be getting close. Well, that's interesting. I haven't seen that colour out here before. Been here quite a few times. Take that one with us and cut it when I get home. And usually when you find one, you may find another. No, not the same colour. No. Well, that was a funny thing. I was standing there just before I got back to look at this rock again and looking for more, and I looked down at my feet and I was standing right in an ant's nest. Bull ants. I see the bridge up in the distance. So, nearly made it. Nice country though. Trees, massive eucalypts. She oaks. And the river down there. Ah well, just goes to show. You take your GoPro and your drone and you head off an adventure and it doesn't always work out. But we'll get back to the car and I have my backup thongs and we'll head somewhere else to finish the day. Made it. Not that there was any danger. It wasn't bad country. I would have been able to walk barefoot, but still. Well, what we might do, it's still only early, nearly midday, is head up the upstream in the Isaac River. Just go for a walk, maybe get the drone out and have a play with that. Try and fill in the rest of the day. Bury these boots. There I had it. Wouldn't have lasted much longer. So that a ways. Alright, we're heading upstream the Isaac River now. This is interesting. I picked up, I'm not 100% sure, but possibly where coals formed on against the shale. Yeah. And this is not a setup. I stumbled on this. The cattle have unearthed it. Nice leaf fossil in shale. I dare say there'd be more in that crack there when you split it, but that's at the risk of shattering the top piece. Onward. Well, lucky I had my backup shoes with me. Well, it's hard to get anywhere here. There's just fossils everywhere, plant fossils, mainly Sub-Tropics, a tree, sometimes a bush, shrub that was spread right across Australia and South America and Antarctica, and that one that was all joined up back in the Permian period. And they're everywhere in the riverbed, in shale. You walk 10 metres, you see another one, your eye catches it, another 10, you see another one, everywhere. Now, if they're all in the riverbed, I've always been curious. where they're coming from. Are they coming from the bank here? Decaying from the bank? There's shale there. Possible decaying from the bank. Which by the look of it is only an old riverbed anyway, by the look of all these cobbles. Or are they coming from the high ground that's right upstream where the river starts and getting washed down? I suppose we'll never know. Looking at them butterflies, a nice piece of wood here. Nice piece. Whoa, it's a big one. You hate that, you see something nice and you won't be able to take it back. Yeah, very nice piece of petrified wood. May even be the same tree that the leaf fossils I'm seeing, that Sub-Tropics tree. Another thing I'll never know. What? Sit that in the middle of the riverbed and put a stick. And I may see it when I'm walking back and just carry it the last little distance to the car. Onward. Plenty to choose from here. You have the sandy areas and then you have the rocky areas like the one I'm on now. Well, this point would be about 1 kilometre from the car, is the furthest I've ever been this way. So we'll see what's up ahead. The trouble with me is looking at the rocks on the ground, it's all a blur. My eyes are shut until I put these on. They're only reading glasses, so you can't leave them on permanently. But we get by. Fossils everywhere, shale everywhere and fossils everywhere. A lot of them are very worn, weather worn. But it only takes a minute to break them open with a hammer and chisel to reveal the fresh impressions. This log looks like a good spot. Have a break and have some lunch. Well, bloody good log there was covered in ants. Had to settle for a secondary log. Oh, look what someone left on there. Oh, a bit of everything. Might get into that. Looks good. Oh, my drone hit a big butterfly. So it's not funny, I didn't want to kill a butterfly, but it's cool to see. Got in here. Splattered him with that propeller there. A lot of wood here. That's why I've turned the drone off. I might collect a few pieces to take back with me. Saw some really nice stuff here. Yeah, just here. Round one. I found a nice piece of wood over here, but I can't get it out. It's jammed in there. And a few other things over here. Nice little tiny bit of stem or branch, and this odd piece of shale, triangle, hexagonal, the stem fossil at one end and another stem fossil at the other end, and unusual for the Isaac River, a piece of petrified fern. Look at that over there, sitting out on the bank. The ring's perfect. Well folks, I'm back to the point where the Isaac River divides into two. I've seen this point on the map, and somewhere in the distance they both peter out. I think the ground rises up, and that's the beginning of the river. But I didn't make it today. I walked about half a kilometre up that way, or probably near a kilometre. Collected a few goodies. Got this heavy bag to carry back with me. And I think we'll call it a wrap from the Isaac River. Head back to the car, and then a 2-hour drive home. Okay, signing out.